It's set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now, Barney! Mike 51! You must get tired of seeing me. Shit!
A handoff to Penny. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taking it about the 16. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Penny, a 1st down carry. Spins past him. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. To throw, Winston. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're up.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalized.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And they went for a big play. Through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Noah Spence able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. But likely not for long as the Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here's Winston. He's got Evans. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
First
down, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Winston. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Slam.
Third and long for Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Winston escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Marshall now, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give him 30 yards there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gone!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Evans has it left side. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Over. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Mayfield down. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mayfield now on second down. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Rashad Penny, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
No, check. Patriot!
On third down, Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first 2 quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They get it to him running left. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. The give to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's back to throw. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
One last shot for Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down